Oh, my friends, how are you? How is everybody on this glorious Friday morning? I actually woke up this morning I thought that it was Saturday. So, Dave, I was actually living La Vida Dave Law. So, Angus went to school, and I was like, "What is going on? Like, why is he up so early?" I missed you guys too. So, a little update. We have officially selected a university for Angus. We are all systems go on that. He did get a bit of a scholarship. He got a 50% ride. So we're pretty excited about that. That's exciting stuff. But best of all, he is very, very happy. So things are cool. And we've got a little bit of stuff to do before graduation. Demon Dictator, great to see you. I actually owe you guys you and Lady Letitia, I owe you guys a text to explain myself while I've been missing. And I will let you guys know there was a lot of life stuff that was going on over here, just practical life stuff. And it just got a little bit hot on YouTube. It got a little bit hot there. So I want to let you guys know, if you're over on the vertical, stay there. I've got both of the chats up, and we're trying to get more people coming in on the vertical. So if you're on the vert, you're comfortable there with the chats, stay put. If you want to go hang out with some other people, you can jump over to the portrait stream. But the reason why I'm streaming to both is because we're trying to expand the audience here. So I'm going to take down the comments on the stage too. I just did that while I was prepping to get ready. So we've got some awesome people in here. I've got all of my mods, guys. I want to give them a little bit of love. Let's do some applause for the mods. Where are my applause? Where are they? There we go. You guys are bananas. You're fighting the good fight over there. And I don't think we're going to have much trouble. It's Friday morning. But I did put up a poll. If you weren't part of the poll, I apologize. But we are going to be talking about royals, always in trouble. And I'm going to be using an itty bitty deck, a couple of itty bitty decks. We're going to be using my mini Rider Waite. Had that deck since I was 18, 17 years old. And we're going to be using the Llewellyn Classic Tarot. This is a really pretty deck, and it is a gentle deck, a gentler deck. But as always, I have my Alicia Wicker wand that is here. We're going to be using that. I'm going to be pulling up the cards in a minute. And I've been doing some crazy remote view, guys. So what are we going to discuss? First things first, we are going to be discussing the Sussexes and their trip going to Australia. We're going to be discussing King Charles' trip coming to America. That is part of the 250th anniversary of the Revolution here in the United States. So that is going to be part of that. And we know that King Charles is not going to be visiting with his bozo son that is here. It is going to be too disruptive. So I'm going to bring some astrology, you guys, that you've been following me. 2026, this is the year that I am finally formally studying astrology. We're going bananas with this. Sally, thank you for becoming a new member. That is fantastic. Glad to have you in the mix. Next week, I am going to be doing members lives. I'm going to be giving away subscriptions and memberships and all kinds of good stuff. Am I frozen, Dave? Am I still frozen? Let's see. Am I still frozen? I'm all good now. Okay, see, I did the wave, man. I did the wave. I brought some magic into the equation. Let me get my magic wand and wave this a little bit. This is like one of my favorite things. It's a wonder tube. You guys can get these. I love these. So Barnosphere, how are you, my friend? Look at the drum skills. So I can tell you guys this now. One of the Missy, I'm going to give you a read. So sit tight. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be uncovering all kinds of neat stuff about the Sussexes and their trip. So don't go anywhere. And we're going to give Missy a little birthday reading because it's her birthday. We'll all sing to her as well. So Keep it going, guys. We're bringing everybody in. Everybody's welcome. All are welcome into the light. So let's have some fun. Barney, I know you say nobody wants the Royals, but I put up a poll, and guess what? They voted for the Royals. So it's everything Royals today. So we'll make it viewer choice. Socrates. I met with Socrates last night, and we had a great time. We had a great read. After this live, I am going to be open for instant readings on Hypsee. I pinned the link up above. That is going to be my afternoon. But this is a fun thing. So my fabulous wizard of a hairdresser invited me tonight. This is why I wasn't going to be live today, but I decided to go live. We were actually going to go up to go see Mammoth and Bush. Mammoth is Eddie Van Halen's son, Wolfgang Van Halen. It's his band. And we were going to go up to the old Brendan Byrne Arena. I can't remember what it's called now, but we were going to go up there. He was going to be doing some haircuts, and I was going to be peddling my wares for Wolfgang. So, but it fell through. He still may get passes for tonight. And hi, Haley. He still may get passes for tonight, but I think Greg and I are going to go out for a fancy dinner with some friends of ours. So I think we are going to have a fun night out. So we've got a lot to celebrate in this house. We got a 50% scholarship for Angus. My daughter is working very hard on the spring production. She is crew. She is crewed today. We got Peter Brucky in the vertical, guys. He's having heart surgery. Everybody throw him a little bit of magic. Oh, 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 it's magic. You know. So throw him some love in the chat. Peter, we are wishing you a very, very successful surgery. Tomorrow is Angus's last competition as a high schooler. So hopefully I won't be crying my eyes out. So what karaoke songs are my go-to? Barney, is that a question for me, or is that a question for the chat? Because Bat Out of Hell is one of my go-tos. Pink, Raise Your Glass. I like to kick it off with Raise Your Glass. But Barney's got a good question. What's your go-to? I'll set up a poll. Let's do a poll. We're going to do a poll over boom, boom, shakalaka. Oh, wait, I'm not going to do it that way. We're just going to do Barney's question. I'm just going to shout out. Bat Out of Hell. That's a Meatloaf song. That is one of my Desert Island Discs albums. Bat Out of Hell. It's great, start to finish. So For Crying Out Loud is a great love song on that. Oh, so if you ask Greg, Baby I Love You, the Aretha Franklin song, that is a karaoke song that I sang to him in front of my whole family. It was pretty cool. So yeah, What's Up by Four Non Blondes. I can sing the hell out of that. Whole Lot of Rosie is my rock and roll karaoke song. If I have a live band, I do Whole Lot of Rosie, and I just love Bon Scott. Bon Scott and I are going on a date when I go to the great beyond. But Meatloaf is one of my top 3 greatest singers of all time. His national anthem was amazing. Barney, you got to watch some of his live performances, because that guy sang from the bottom of his feet, and he is hot patootie, bless my soul, really love the rock and roll. Yeah. So all right, so enough of this craziness, guys. I set a goal on the vertical. I set a goal on the portrait. So we are just going to try and hit some high notes here. So that was a bad high note. It's early in the morning for me. I am not totally warmed up yet. So But let's giddy up, buttercups. We are going to be talking about some astrology. Let's bust it out. I'm going to bring up the card view. Like I said, we've got a goal set. You guys want to drop some supers in there? Be fantastic. It's just for the fun of dropping some supers and supporting the channel. And Meatloaf's sister-in-law is a member. Oh, son-in-law is a member. Really? Is that true, Melissa? I gotta look that up. Huh? That's kind of cool. That's a pretty cool thing. His daughter was a backup singer for him. But fun little fact: my cousin actually was on tour with Meatloaf, and I actually know the girl that was doing his backup work on that tour. And holy crap, can she sing! She was amazing. She was actually replaced by Ian. What's his face? Caught in Mosh. I know Anthrax. Anthrax knows me. No, they really don't. But so anyway, let's get to reading. So we are gonna talk about what is going on with the astrology around the Sussexes trip. So if you have been living under a rock, Harry and Meghan are both doing separate events in Australia this coming month. So what is happening? Meghan is supposed to be doing the Her Best Life little girls weekend where you got to share a room with a stranger. And Harry is going to be talking to a group about like work pressure or cyber pressure in work. Who knows? Like, it's just like, wah, wah, like super crying. I'm wondering if the king is going to cancel his trip to Zeph. So that's why we are going to be looking this up astrologically and psychically. So I have some current concerns about the king's trip, specifically around dangers around that trip, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. The world is a vampire. So let's talk about the astrology, what's going on. So the Sussexes. So right now we are in Aries, Taurus transition energy. So it's action into consequence, visibility turns into value. So this is a good framing for the Sussex trip. So let's talk about what astrological energy are Harry and Meghan stepping into around the timing around the Australia trip. Are they moving with the energy of the sky or working against it? Does the timing of the trip align with growth, visibility, financial opportunity? And what does the Aries Taurus shift reveal about their true motivation on this trip? So let's take a look. And we're going to say what? Let's start at the top, kids. And if you do have questions, guys, I'm respectfully asking that you do them in super chats because I've got all these chats going on. And I don't know what's going on. I'm frozen again. All right, let's see. Let's see this. Let's see. Hey, Solarian. Good to see you in the chat. Peter Brucky has subscribed. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. All the subs. All the people that you see. Follow me down. Carla with the first super chat of the day. Carla, thank you so much. We are busting it out with Carla's antics. Da, 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 da. Frozen on both screens. I have no idea how to fix this. I'm just going. Follow me down. It is probably YouTube messing with me. All right. I'm okay now. All right, guys, just stick with me. I don't know why things are going on. All right. So what astrological energy are Harry and Meghan stepping into around the timing of the Australia trip? Are they wearing the right shoes? Are they wearing the right shoes? So, is Harry wearing the right shoes? All right, there we go. We've got stuck in the mosh. So, Interesting energy for Harry on this political trip. Let's give you guys a little bit more to look at here. I'm going to drop some of my crystals, make it a little bit more interesting of a view here for y'all. So what do we have here? Harry's stuck doing this trip. He is obligated to do this trip. The energy around it is have to, not want to. So have to, not want to. The optics on this are not going to look good. I think in the moment he is kind of dragging his feet over to the great continent and country of Australia. But over here, you know what? You know what we're going to get out of this trip? Remember once upon a time, Harry was a jackaroo over in the great nation of Australia? He's going to feel a little home when he's there. So what is he going to do? What's his pivot after this? I think he's going to realize that this is not his shtick, going over and giving speeches to people about things that he doesn't know, not giving any resolutions or solutions about the thing. It's basically he goes to these paid events and he says, I had a really terrible childhood. Poor me, give me money, pay to be here to hear me say the same thing over and over again. You can also buy my book Spare and hear the whole story. And soup to Todger to nuts in some cases. So he's going to realize that he offers no solution for the problems that he has put forth. It has been cut back to half price, and they also have added a virtual feature. So I think Harry is going to realize that. Is he going to cancel this trip? I say likely not. We're going to pull one card for this. One card for this. Is he going to cancel this trip? No, but I do think this is going to be the last of them. I don't think we're going to see another one. I don't think he's going to get up and speak to people again. So let's talk a little bit about her best life. Let's talk about her best life and Meghan Markle with the bunking with your friends. I'm going to tell you guys, like, not even in my wildest days, did I want to room with a stranger. And that was part of this trip, is that you got like a shared single. And I didn't even want to share a single with my roommate in college. Fun fact, when I did go to college, my roommate gave me frigging lice. And it was the straw that broke the camel back. And it was why I dropped out my freshman year, because I had hair down to my butt and I had to have my mother rake through it with a comb. And it was horrible. I lived my whole life not getting lice. Went to college and I got a roommate who gave me freaking lice because she was a pig. Anyway, I know it was disgusting. It was horrible. Lived my whole life without lice. So let's talk a little bit about Meghan's trip. So what kind of energy is she harnessing? What is she stepping into around this trip? Let's see what we got. And I'm using the Llewellyn deck for this. Bada bing. Bada boom. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. So do expect a rewriting of the outcome of this trip. This business, there's a lot of PR, a lot of fluff, and not a lot of substance that's coming out of it. And this 8 of Cups is interesting, and we're gonna dissect this a little bit. I'm sorry, this pillow is annoying me, guys. I'm out of practice on my lives. Look at me. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I need Anna Miller to show up. Anna Miller is a little bit more direct. She knows what she's doing on a good day. So that 8 of Cups energy, is she bailing out of this trip? Is she bailing? 5 of Cups, the Fool. So again, look at this, guys. We're getting that 3 of Pentacles energy again. not going to partner with people like this again. It's not going to happen again. I think this is the last trip. Now, there's all kinds of rumors and stories that like this was Marcus Anderson's. He had set this up with the gals that are running Her Best Life because they owed him a favor. And so he asked if Megan could come in. But, is she going to go? I need the pendulum on this, kids. Is Meghan Markle actually going to attend this event? It's a yes. It's a yes for me, dog. It's a yes for me. I love that guy. But what was his name? The guy from American Idol? It's a no, dog. It's a yes, dog. I loved him. He's still around. He's super skinny. Doing the same things that I'm doing. My chat, I think, is frozen. All right. So, what? Gemma is on board of Soho, Dragonfly. Look at that. Look at that. Cheeky. So Gemma is on board for Soho. Mimi is going for the opening. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. It's an extra question. Yowza. I'm throwing cards all over the place. Oh my God. Geez, Louise, these cards are everywhere. These cards are everywhere, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm doing. Is Megan going for the opening of Soho? Boom. Top secret. We got secrets. Top secret. And not happy about it. The world is a vampire. Randy Jackson. Thank you, Margie. That's an obligation. If she's going to Soho House and doing the opening, it's an obligation she can't get out of. They made her an answer. They made her an offer she couldn't refuse. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Where my Italians at? Where you guys at? I thought it was Anna Miller said, where are the Italians at? Where are the Italians at? Where are they at? Where are you guys at? Come on, bring it. Bring it. Bring it. So, all right. Any questions? So ho. Somebody said something about her putting out gardening equipment in Australia, and it's going to be hose. She's going to have some hose. So she did. So just for fun, kids. The goodie bag at Her Best Life, is it going to be full of As Ever products? Is it going to be full of As Ever products? Boom. Yep. With love, Megan. With love, Megan. They're not going to get anything of value. They're going to get their As Ever products and, be happy with it and tra-la-la. There you go. Everybody's having fun. All right. So that looks interesting. Any questions before I move on, my friends? Any questions about the trip to Australia? The floor is open. Not like the floor opened up. Cheap trash, all expired, wickless candles. Yeah, goddamn right they are. So there we go. We're going to bring these little fellas in here a little bit more. I use these crystals, just so you guys know, I use these crystals for their qualities, but I also use them for the blocking on the table. Will it be paid for by taxpayers? Are they going to have some taxpayer money going in there? You know what? I'm actually going to do a neutral deck on this. We'll do the medium size one. I have small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large. Will taxpayer money be involved? Absolutely. But not a lot. Not a lot. It's just going to be a little. They're doing the bare minimum. Dave Murphy wants to know, how can I leave the country before you have to endure them? Listen, dude, you're locked in, safe at home with that 10 of Pentacles, and I'm sorry, I know it's disappointing. What you should do in the meantime, to make yourself feel better, is look away and don't engage, Dave. So that's my help for you. Penny D is in the house. Will they get booed? Sally wants to know. Will they get booed? So we'll look at Megan first. Is Megan going to get booed? You know, there's they're going to whisk her away. I'm telling you right now. She is not. She's going to be under lock and key. So I am going to say coming in early in the morning, being whisked away right off the tarmac, going right to whatever her accommodations are and scooting right there. I don't think that they're going to see her. Is she coming in with Harry? Are they coming in on the same plane? Hang on. Are they flying together? Good morning, Cindy. Star in reverse, the Empress. No, they're not traveling together, I don't think. Hey, Lady Letitia, good to see you, my friend. I owe you an explanation why I've been MIA for the last week and a half, but I got Angus a 50% ride to college, so that was one of the things I was doing. So, all right, so prediction. Wait a minute, we're going to do future cast, guys. You ready for future cast? Where's my little video? Future cast. Hang on. Please hold. Did I get rid of it? Oh, no, future cast. Anytime I drop that means I am making a prediction. They are going to arrive in Australia very early in the morning, whisked right off the tarmac and sent over to their places of accommodation. I don't think that they are traveling together, but that could be energetically that they're not getting along. Are they not getting along in this moment? Queen of Pentacles, there's no future. No future. Sing it. Where are my Sex Pistols fans at? No future for you. I've been like totally digging Public Image Limited lately. I have been like revisiting my freshman year of high school and totally enjoying some John Lydon. So there's no future between the two of them. And I do think that they are peddling a cohesiveness, but I think that, you know, it's just a bridge too far. When we get the 10 of Wands in reverse, that really is like, I'm done. I've had enough of your crap. I can't deal with it anymore. I'm going to just toe the line. But I think that these two are possibly going to stay together until the, oh my gosh, guys. Is my sound better? Because I was on this. I don't know if you guys were having trouble hearing me. I am one of my ears, my good ears clogged up. I can't hear a dang thing. So I just changed microphone. So how's the sound? It was fine. Is it better now? Is it worse now? Did I mess with it? I think I might have messed with it. So we will see. We will see. I don't know. Let's see. The audio was fine. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. All right. So here we go. Oh, it's different now. All right. Hang on. How is it now? They're both good. How is it now? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Good. Give me a thumb up. Thumb up, thumb down. I'm messing with the sound, guys. The first one. All right. Is it? Both are good. Now it's low. For Pete's sake. All right. Headset. How about now? My lovelies? Let's go over here. How about now? We're sounding good. This is going to wreck my hair for the day. But there you go. There you go. Here we go. Here we go. Here. Carla, I will sing you a song. I will sing you a song. You liked it before the headset. I don't know what I just did, guys. I really was a little bit concerned. So, truly, truly in love with you, Carla. I'm truly. All right. So I think that these two are kind of second time with headset sounds better. Am I good now? Just tell me if I'm good now. If I'm good now, we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it the way it is. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to fuss with it. I really did think that it was broken. Megan tapped into my YouTube. So I'm good. Thank you, Penny D. Thank you, Carla. Thank you. All right. So I think that these two are living a little bit of a separate life. I think things are rough, but I think that they're going to be those people that say we'll stay together until the kids can understand it a little bit later, so I think we're going to get that. All right, so did we exhaust the questions about this crazy Australian trip that the Harkles? They're crazy for feeling so persecuted. Patsy Cline. Do I see any issues with the king while they are in Australia? Good question, Dave. Let's giddy up, my friends. Let's giddy up. So, any issues with the king? How is the king going to be during that Australian fiasco? So I think King Charles is taking a little bit of a page out of The Secret. So hands up, who has ever read the book The Secret? I thought it was a bunch of hooey, and I really was resistant to getting involved in The Secret. But it does work, and it is like you say the things every day that you're grateful for. Example, every day I say I'm grateful for my mods, I'm grateful for my subscribers, I'm grateful for my membership, I'm grateful for my private clients, I'm grateful for my family, my pets, all those crazy things. My crazy little cat, Trevor, who sleeps on his back like a lunatic, like he doesn't have a care in the world. And then you thank the universe for all of that. So I think that King Charles is someone who's doing that. He's not engaging in this business of going to Australia. He's not going to endorse it. He's not going to condemn it. He's going to be pretty cool about it. But he's not going to, he's going to be very impartial. I don't want to say indifferent, but I want to say impartial about it. Well, they're going about their business. They're doing what they need to do to be successful. They're doing what they need to do to make money. They're doing what they need to do in their own sensibilities. So I just think he's like, well, it's neither good nor bad. It's neither good nor bad. They're just going there and doing what post royals do. He doesn't want to know anything about it. He doesn't want to give any funds for it, nothing like that. He is just staying as impartial as possible, and he's sugarcoating it like a Jordan almond with a crunchy coating of sugary love, and that's about it. So I don't see any issues with the king. I think he is reducing his stress, and he's not really going to pay attention to it. And that's something that some of the people here on the interwebs understand sometimes when people are driving you nuts, sometimes when content is making you crazy, you turn your back. You don't pay attention to it. You just go about your business. You, as I said to one of you in the chat just before this live in a private call, smile and wave, smile and wave. And that was something that my boyfriend Danny, who was killed in a car accident, used to say all the time. He used to say to me, Annabelle, don't let him get to you. Just smile and wave. Not about the internet. He would say that about people in real life because the internet wasn't a thing. Really, it wasn't like a big thing then. So let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. We're going to talk about the King's trip. Oh, wait. So are Harry and Meghan moving with the energy of the sky? Or are they working against it during this Australian trip? Are they going to work with the energy in the sky? Or are they going to work against it? Let's see. Meghan. She's working against it. So somebody said something very interesting about her, that she uses astrologers and yada yada. Here's the thing about astrology. Astrology works best if you have all of the correct information. Now, I firmly believe Meghan Markle lies about her age. I firmly believe it. I lived in LA. I was a regular person there. And even my ex-husband's friends were like, you have to change your birth date. You have to change your backstory. I was like, I'm not changing my birth date. Like, I don't need to be younger. I don't give a crap about it. I was 27 years old. I didn't care. I think Meghan Markle has created a different date of birth. And if she is going to astrologers, I'm pretty sure that she doesn't give them her real information. I'm pretty sure she does that. So I think the astrology that we're looking at is a little bit off. So if we're looking at and that's why I didn't look at her personal astrology about this trip, but I looked at the astrology of she was born in 76. Is that yeah, oh, that would make her 50 this year, right? Yeah, I think she's closer to my age. I'm going to be 55 in July, so I think she's closer to my age. And one of the things that was very telling was Mademoiselle magazine. She talks about Mademoiselle magazine being on her mother's coffee table, and there's a date of demise of that magazine, and it didn't match up with what she was saying. So she doesn't cover her tracks enough. So I do think she's working against the energy. What can she do to correct this? Because this is what I do for people all day long. I help people ride the stars, ride the wave. I loved Mademoiselle magazine, Wifey, wife of a grumpy Marines here. Everybody say hi to Wifey. What can she do to correct that energy? We're going to pull out this deck. What can she do to correct that energy? What can she do? Six of Swords, run. You better run. You better hide. You better leave from my side. Yeah. So she's got to run and go back to the Montecito. Go back to Montecito and hole up with your family. Just and that is going to be her rest and recovery. That's going to be her rest and recovery. So Dragonfly Joe, Delulu. I love that word. I love that word. Little Delulu. I do think that she is running on exactly, Wifey. I think she is running on some bad information. I think she's under the impression that if she gives a close enough date, that the astrology is gonna work out for her. I don't think it is. I think she's going in the wrong direction. What about Harry? What about Harry? What about Harry? So our question here is Harry moving with the energy of the sky? Bada bing. Bada boom. You guys, what do we know? What everybody in the back? Where are my students at? Everybody in the back. What is this? This is our wish card. What does it mean when it's in reverse? It means you're frickety frackety effity fucked. So he's not working with the energy here. Ferengi rule of acquisition 60. Do you know, Solarian, that when I worked at the brokerage, I had the Ferengi rules of acquisition on my pin board, and I had a lot of people that were like, what is that? What's a Ferengi? And I'm like, oh, it's another culture. Don't worry about it. And then I had one auditor come in and was just like, you are my favorite person in here. I was like, well, it's all about profit. He was cracking up. It was pretty funny. But yes, I did have the Ferengi rules of acquisition on full display next to my Peter Frampton autographed picture. So Harry here, he's working against this energy, and it's a very, I almost want to say he is scrambling to maintain relevance. And so I'm going to say this loud for the Harry in the back of the room. Stop throwing things at the wall, Harry. You are not going to get people to buy what you are selling, because you're not selling anything. You're not selling any resolutions. You're not selling a workbook that people can use in their workplace or anything like that. What you're doing is you're just whining endlessly about what happened to you as a child. You need to show that you've recovered from this. You need to show that you are a success, that you are happy, that life is good. He's not doing any of those things. So it's like just the endless whine fest. So is there anything he can do to correct that? And I'm dropping cards. Oh, that was a jump out. We're taking it. We're taking it. Is there anything that he can do to correct this energy? Yeah, he's got to put a wide berth, BERTH, between him and the Megs. So let's get to this. So does the timing of this trip align with growth, visibility, or financial opportunity? Let's look at Harry first. Growth? Absolutely not. Visibility? Oh, yeah, people are going to see how miserable he is again. And financial opportunity? 100% no. Money's going in the wrong direction. What about the Megs? What about the Megs? What was our list here? Growth. Wheel of Fortune. There is some growth there for her. Visibility, oversaturated. Financial opportunity, the Fool in reverse. Again, spending without an ROI, return on investment, for those of you who are uncertain about it. Wife of Grumpy Marine, I absolutely do have an personally autographed photograph from Peter Frampton. Do you feel like I do? So, what does the Aries Taurus shift reveal about their true motivation of this trip? Ladies first, Megan Womp. She's disappointed. She's collaborating and trying to gain some financial protection, but this is for herself. What about Henri? He doesn't want to do this. He's dragging his feet the whole way. And mark my words, we are going to do another future cast. This trip is going to show Harry as the empty bag of bones that he actually is. This is going to show him as someone who is not a producer, doesn't really have much to contribute to the world. So, summer of 76. That is the summer of Dazed and Confused, in the movie Dazed and Confused. I love that movie. My son loves that movie. It's like, Mom, it was so much cooler then. I'm like, yeah, I got hazed on the way into high school. Summer of 76. 76. Super awesome. All right. So, one last thing. Nah, we're gonna leave them. Oh wait, how's the collective energy respond to them during this trip? Collective energy, public opinion. The Lovers, King of Pentacles, that's pretty promising. So a lot of people would say that this is a really positive reading about the collective energy, but it's not. You know why? Because it shows them as lockstep. They are stuck together. They deserve each other. That's what people are going to say. And here, that they can't shut their mouths, and heal and recover from all of the bad stuff they've done for the last 7 years. I think it's been 7 years. Over here, they are not looking back. They should actually do this, look back at their lack of production. Is the astrology supporting a grounded reception or resistance? Let's see what we get. Resistance is futile. It's going to lay them bare. They're not going to be protected, but the reality is that nobody cares. Nobody cares that they're walking around. No one's going to be throwing tomatoes. Nobody can be bothered. They're not bothered to have any kind of interaction with them. Harry did an event when he was back in England, and there was just press that he had invited. That was it. So I think it's going to be the same thing. I mean, he's just not going to be lauded or applauded. Like there's nothing that's going to happen there. What is being solidified for them during this astrological window? What is being solidified for them? That they need to sit down and shut up, and that we're going to see this situation is going to end in tears. It is going to end in divorce, and it's going to end with Harry being broke. But I don't think that that's coming anytime soon. I think they are going to milk it until the cow falls over. So what's being tested for Harry during this trip? Injustice and Meghan, her lack of power and interest and ability to manipulate the situation. So there we go. Let's talk about King Charles. So let's talk about King Charles. I'm going to drop this question down. Let's talk about King Charles. I'm getting a little jealous. People on wifey was on the Escape tour. The movie, live Led Zeppelin movie. So scrolling through, guys. I'm frozen again. Let it go. Let it go. I'm frozen in place. Let it go. Oh, guys, we're coming up on the last minutes of the goal that I set. Coming up on the last minutes of it. If you want to get in on that, I was going to do free reads next week, but we're not hitting the goal. We're not hitting any goal for the supers. So, all right. We're going to talk about King Charles. We'll be here a little bit longer. I can set another. I think we actually may have already passed. Nope, we got 5 minutes left. If you guys want to get some supers in there, there's two goals set. One on the vert. It's 20 supers of $5. And if we get it, I am going to do a free, totally free read next week. But if we don't hit that goal, I don't know what's going to happen. So, all right, let's talk about King Charles while we see if anybody drops some supers in there, because it's Friday. It's payday, people. So, King Charles and his U.S. trip. So, what this trip is all about, he's coming over for the 250th anniversary of the Revolution, which is going to be a big deal all summer. But I'm going to tell you, with all the craziness in the world, I am not going anywhere. Thank you, wifey, for your super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Let's bring it, guys. Come on, make it rain. Make it rain. Let YouTube know that you love me. So, I am not going anywhere near group events. I was going to go out on a boat with one of our friends, but he's going to be actually in England. So I'm going to stay away from big events. I'm just going to be chill and just kind of do my own thing. We're going to do our own family thing over here. Thank you, wifey. You are fantastic. Penny D, coming up behind. Thank you so much. Making it rain. You guys are making it rain. So, King Charles, there's going to be Aries leadership energy, Mars influence, movement, pressure, and action. Early Taurus energy. Sandy, you are fantastic. I'm going to highlight all your supers when I get done with this question. I appreciate all of you. It is super chats that keep this channel going. They keep it going. Oh, Sally. Thank you, Sandy. Sally, you guys are fantastic. Thank you. So, let's talk about this. Early Taurus energy is stability versus strain. So, the astrological energy that is surrounding the timing of his trip. What is going on? All right. So the Mars influence, hang on, because I want to do a little bit more on this chart that I've got. Let me see what is going on. Don't worry, we're going to get to Catherine and William. Dave Murphy and Cheeky Havoc. Everybody's being very generous. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right, so I just want to do a little bit more on the astrology here. So King Charles will be traveling to the U.S. under Aries energy. It's leadership energy, but it's also pressure and exposure and put in a position where he has to actively show strength. So this is significant because I do think that the strained relationship between King Charles and Keir Starmer, we need the middleman. We need King Charles, and thank goodness that the United Kingdom has that, because that is going to possibly salvage the relationship between the two leading nations in the world. No offense to my buddy Pootie over there. Sorry, guys. So I'm just a little bit worried about what's going on. So is King Charles strong enough to withstand this position? Boom, Emperor energy, loving it. King Charles coming to the fore. And that I love for him. You know, King Charles, exceptional person. The accident of birth put him where he is, but King Charles is an exceptional person. And he's not going anywhere. He is rolling up to the U.S. with this devil energy and saying, I'm here to stay. The royal line, the monarchy is eternal. Good for him. I like that he's stepping in there with a lot of chutzpah. I like the chutzpah from the king. I got a jump out card. And there you go. By hook or by crook, this is by hook or by crook. That's absolutely what that means. He is going to demonstrate that he is a man of power and that he is representing the United Kingdom. Good for him. So I think he's rolling in with some supreme energy. I don't know if that means he's getting B12 shots or whatever. I am confident that King Charles is going, or that Donald Trump is going to make that very easy for him. I think he's going to make a lot of things available for King Charles at this time. Penny Jonas, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to highlight all of your supers when we're done, guys. I really appreciate it. This is my comeback live. So we'll be getting back to business next week. It's going to be a little bit different, but we're going to get back to business next week. So he has to perform leadership. It looks like he's going to. All eyes are going to be on him. He's not going to coast. I do think that Donald Trump is going to make some interesting concessions for him. So now let's talk about the Mars influence that's coming in, which is movement plus strain. Mars is an uncomfortable energy for people that like to move very slowly. So I think for the late, great Queen Elizabeth, Mars energy was probably very difficult because she was a chess player. Mars energy for a Scorpio is a little bit more of a comfortable pacing. So Mars is active in this chart, which I don't love for travel. It's fast moving, it's reactive, it can bring some pressure or irritation into situations. Is there anything that we need to be worried about during the travel part of this? Okay. Anything that we need to be worried about on the travel part? King of Swords. Now, you guys know King of Swords for me, these are fascinators. I'm not talking about the ones that are on your head. No fascinators. And the Hierophant, getting rid of those seats of power, not looking backward. King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Guys, I'm a little bit worried about this. I am a little bit worried about this. Do we have to be worried about a fascinator? One card. I think we have to be worried about a fascinator. With all of the stuff that is going on in the world, I think the highest cautions for fascinators with the king. The people that start with the T word and end in the ist word, what they want to do is they want to shake up the status quo. They want people to be worried about things. What better way to do that than take out the Archduke Ferdinand, a Russian Tsar, a King of England? This is alarming. What can King Charles and his people do to prevent any mishaps? I am getting Donald Trump right away, guys. Wrap that man in love. He has got to not. I do not want him mixing in the crowds. If there are opportunities to glad hand and meet with people, and that's one of the things. I know he's going to be in New York, and I was thinking, hey, maybe we'll go up to New York, as much as I hate New York, just so that I could see. I don't hate New York. I like New York. I'm just too old to have that heightened sense of awareness, which you have to have in New York or any cosmopolitan city. I do not want King Charles going out and meeting and greeting with crowds. I'm saying it now, guys. I do not want him. Hey, Denise, I do not want him mixing in crowds. I do not want him traveling unknown paths. If ever I was going to say body doubles and decoys, I want that for King Charles. So Donald Trump, if you're listening to your favorite psychic here in New Jersey, I live not too far from your golf course. I want you to get some body doubles for the King of England. I think it is a good idea.
I think we get some decoy vehicles. Donald Trump, you know what I'm talking about, because Vladimir Putin's really good at it. He's got like 8. I know you got a few too. But we need body doubles. We need decoy vehicles. We need as much subterfuge on the movement of the king as possible. They need to hide him, dress him up like a homeless man, and shuffle him off into a caravan or something like that. That's what we need here. So I think the inclination of the king to go and mix with people and be friendly and sociable with the public is a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. So that is what I'm going to say about that. I'm going to leave that for there. What else? Mars energy also shows like some tight scheduling. He's only going to be here, I think, for a few days. I think he's going to bippity boppity boo. He's going to be in Washington, and he's also going to be in New York. And I really do think that he should maybe reconsider. Should he reconsider the trip to New York? Yes. There's a fascinator again, guys. There's a fascinator. This is a fascinator. I'm sorry if I'm upsetting people, but this is a fascinator. All bad things could potentially happen in New York. I really, really, really don't want him there. I don't want him there. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about it later. Maybe I will do full scale astrological reading on this and psychic reading a little bit later. A little bit later. Oh my God, Skeeter D. I'm so 80s. I am full on Gen X. Thank you so much for your donation. I am so Gen X. It's not even funny. Oh, you can listen to other Jersey girls. There's a lot of us out here. We're great, you know. The madder I get, the more Jersey my accent comes out. So, why is he going to Penny? Good question. Why is he going to New York? Why is he going to New York? What is the thinking here? Well, King Charles wants to show that he is a liked and, diverse king, monarch. He likes to mix with the people and let them know that he really is embracing all cultures. He's a cosmopolitan, very cultured king. That's basically why he wants to do it. Right now, New York is very similar to London. And I think he really does want to. I think he is under the impression that there's a lot of friends in those crowds. And that I think will be a tremendous, tremendous mistake. Tremendous mistake. So there it is. Why is he going to New York? Because he's trying to show himself as a man of the people. He's trying to cement the worldwide cosmopolitan king that he is. So yeah, I think he can mix with the people in South Carolina. I don't think New York is a good idea. I don't think New York's a good idea. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. So all right, so what else do we have? So we're moving into Taurus energy. A little bit of lip balm, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water. Let's hydrate a little bit. So when we move into Taurus energy, especially for King Charles, it actually gives us it rules the physical body, so it's going to give him a little bit more stamina and endurance. I hope that he doesn't really overdo it. So and I think that Trump has put some stepping stones in place so that he doesn't overdo it. But is Charles going to overdo it? There's a stubbornness about him. And if you try and hold him back, he pulls the king card, like sometimes people, sometimes people like to pull the cards that they have, not tarot cards, but they're like I tell Greg, pull the Asian card, he doesn't do it. He is, I said Scorpio, didn't I? Yeah, he is a Scorpio. But I think he's going to be a bit stubborn about this. And I think that energy that he's going to embrace is going to feed into that stubbornness. And he's going to say, I can do it. I can rest tomorrow. I waited my whole life to do this. And so now I'm doing it. And I can rest when I get home. But if he does that, I do think that he's going to have a return home that's going to show him very depleted, and he's going to have some recovery time. So I do think he should save it up, save up that energy for a bit, save up the energy. That is, if there are no fascinators that get in the way. So, and again, I'm not saying I want that to happen, but I do think that there's a potential for danger around him. I do think that he needs to be very cautious, and his ego, that adulation that he wants, I think he needs to step back from that. I'm getting more ego than anything. I want to mix with the people. I want a glad hand on the street. I don't want him on the street shaking hands. I don't want that. Public reception with Aries meeting Taurus, it splits the energy, because Aries is going to bring attention and visibility. Taurus brings judgment. While he's being seen, he's also being evaluated. And I wonder and I worry that some of those people that will be evaluating him are going to be ill-intended. So, one of the things I do want to say is that astrologically, we don't have a soft emotional window here. So I don't think that he's going to see Harry and Meghan. I think it's more duty focused than anything. A lot of people are saying, well, oh, he didn't carve out any time. This is not hug it out energy, the Aries into Taurus. Like, those are not, I don't want to say they're prickly signs, but they're like, come on, I gotta work. Like, stop hugging on me, stop kissing me. I gotta work. So oh, sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with my interwebs. I'm doing the best I can. Maybe it's because I said fascinator. I don't know, put it on my head. Fascinator. I made myself a fascinator once. So all right. So the public reception, that Aries into Taurus, it does kind of open up a door for some fascinating. I don't think that we're going to be hugging it out with Harry or anything like that. Is this a high point of his role? Is this a high point of his reign as king and his role as king? Yeah. Woo! Get to work. And it's also going to show him as a hard worker. So I don't think that he is going to dial it back. I don't think he's going to dumb it down. I think he's going to dial it up. I think he's really going to try and prove himself. Again, a little concerned about fascinators if they're out there. We all know public people, they're crazy people, the people that are a pots. They like to watch, and they like to, mix it up and create some bad things. So, I just knocked my hand lotion over. All right, kids. I don't want to get too doomy and gloomy on that. Again, I want to tell you guys, the reason that I do this and the reason I brought the astrology into it is because we can steer away from the difficult parts of our astrological chart, our life, our emotional life, things like that. We can steer away from it. The whole point of what I do is not to predict those things that are unchangeable, but to give you guys the roadmap to show you where you can make change in your world. So after this live, I'm going to be live on Hypsee. It's instant readings. You guys can drop in. A few of you on here have participated in Hypsee. It's a pretty cool app. You can order readings on it. I want to let you guys know tomorrow, I'm also going to be at Angus's last competition. I'm going to be available all day for text message readings. And Sunday, I'm going to be opened up on Hypsee and Calendly for readings all day. So you're going to get a lot of me privately if you want it this weekend. Dora showed up. Dora showed up. Hey, Dora, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. So, all right, let's talk a little bit more about what is going on with the Royals. All right, we're going to go back to my other chart. So, we are going to have Harry and Meghan going over to Australia, creating a ruckus over there. And now I see YouTube doing weird stuff. Hit that react button. You guys hitting the react button. Mwah, chef's kiss. You're making my life great right now. So, we've got Harry and Meghan going to Australia, gumming things up in the work. Dave Murphy, I'm sorry. I know they're coming to your backyard. And we've got King Charles coming to the United States, coming to America. A bit for now. Good to see you. I like those tulips. So, got King Charles coming to America. Have a lot of cautions for him when he's coming over. So, Cheeky Havoc, I do remember your fascinators. They were fascinating. I love them. I wish more people in North America made use of fascinators. I think they're really cool. So, let's talk a little bit about the next round of royals. We're talking about William, talking about Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales. So love that family. We love the Easter pictures. Hands up, who loved the Easter picture? Who loved the little hand holding that Mama was doing with Baby Bear? I thought it was so cute. George is getting tall. Louis is still gappy in his mouth. Still looks handsome. William seems to be getting taller by the minute. Dragonfly raising a hand. We love those Easter pictures. Laura Lynn with the thumb up. Those kids are growing up fast. But I'm going to tell you guys, I found some old videos of my son, and I was like, oh, this must have been 10 years ago. Nope, it was just a few years ago, and he was an itty bitty dork. And he's a big boy now. He is a big boy. My little handsome bear. Finishing up high school. So we were loving those Easter pictures. Loving the Easter pictures. So, all right, boys and girls, let's talk about the Waleses are on deck energy. So right now, they are in legacy kind of building energy. Take a look at that. Boom, there we go. Knight of Pentacles. That is a legacy builder. Don't stop me now. Sing it with me. Don't stop me, because we're having a good time. Michelle Meltdown in the chat. We're having a good time. We're having a great time. So the Waleses are building that legacy energy while all of this is going on, while King Charles is in New York, while the other dorks are over in Australia causing a ruckus. The Waleses are building a legacy. How are they aligning with this current earth-based energy? We're talking about the Taurus energy. How are they aligning with it? Knight of Wands. William is breaking away. If you haven't seen that movie, go see it. It's an old movie about kids, kid who was riding on bicycles. Dennis Quaid's in it. It's a really good movie. Kelly Leak, too, from The Bad News Bears is in it. And the main character is like obsessed with Italy. And he goes, Buongiorno, Papa. And they're like in the Midwest or something like that. So Breaking Away, great movie, great summer movie to watch. So William, Breaking Away, he is doing all that he can to break the mold of the next reign. Everybody said that King Charles was going to try and, be a bit of a progressive king. This is truly progressive king energy. And even though William is building the legacy, he's basing it in tradition, but he's expanding the influence in a very progressive kind of modern way, which is very, very cool. But he's making a lot of changes, and I've always said, and you guys, y'all that have been following me, I've been saying this. William is gonna shrink that royal family. He is gonna make it a business model, and it's gonna be handed down from business CEO to vice president, to president, to vice president, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be a business model. And I just think it's going to be very different. I think William understands better than his father that the glory days of the great houses of Europe and the United Kingdom, it's really sunset. We're not going to see those fabulous balls that we saw in the 19th century, in the 18th century even. We're not going to see that. It's just it's getting to the point where like all of the glitz and the glamour is offensive if we see it en masse. If we see just a few members of the royal family decked out in all their ice and emeralds, sapphires, rubies, if we see just a few of them, it looks okay. But if we see like a whole retinue of people walking in with, just dripping in jewelry, it just does not work out well. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. We don't want to see an elite class. We want to see an elite family. And when I say we, I'm talking about the collective we. It's all of us. Humanaki in the chat. Humanaki, it's good to see you. I know your spaceship was a little bit slow today. Oh, Melissa, Sean Cassidy. What happened? My whole computer went dead for a second. I'm back in the New York groove. So Sean Cassidy was my first concert I ever saw. My grandmother brought me to it. Sean Cassidy. He jumped through a big white paper thing. I think I was in second grade, so it would have been 1978, I guess, 1978. Sean Cassidy. All right, so are they stepping into greater stability and authority at this time when Papa is not at home? Are they doing it? Is there some subterfuge here? Is it shady stuff? Absolutely. Six of Wands. Queen of Wands, there's a lot moving against them, but I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say that William's being shady. I'm not going to say that he's doing things behind the scenes, but I do think that there is a transition of power here. I do think that he's going to be doing it. And I think that there's some courtiers that are hip to this, and they're just not going to let it happen until the king has gone to the great beyond. Humanaki, we are talking about the royals. So the card side doesn't freeze up. It must be my camera. Maybe I need a new camera. So stepping into that energy. Wifey's got a cool question. I'm going to pull that up. So is William going to be able to fix England? Is William going to be able to fix England? The Hierophant. No. So I'm telling you, the royal family is going to be different when William steps into power. It's going to be very, very different. It's not going to be the same thing that his father has. It's not going to be the same thing that Queen Elizabeth has. Is he going to be able to fix England? No. He's just not going to be the authority that the king has been. He's going to be a business person. He's not going to be a cultural authority anymore. There's a business, like I just see money. I see money cranking. That Duchy of Cornwall is just going to be like a money-making machine. We're going to have some fun with this. So I just don't think that that's going to happen. Well, Humanaki, I just said I think that there's going to be some trouble in New York for the king if he goes there and he doesn't keep his guard up. And if that's the case, I think William is going to become an enemy of certain cultures. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. But is William compromised? Is he compromised by Islam? No, not at all. Not at all. He will try and establish new foundations and kind of a new focus, but it's not going to land very well. It's not going to land very well. Not going to land very well, but we'll see. We'll see, because remember, there's free will, guys. There's free will. Like I said, I advise people so that they can manipulate the astrology, so that they can manipulate the situation to their benefit. So there's so much free will between now. That's why people that are making predictions, there is there are some things that are inflexible that we can't remove from our karma. And that's where we get like the Nostradamuses and people that are making predictions, long range predictions. Sylvia Brown made some interesting predictions. Oh, I saw her, Cheeky. I saw Melty. I sang to her. So you're my best friend. So let me go back over here. Blah, 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 blah. Catherine. Let's look at Catherine's energy. She being supported. What's going on with her in the astrological climate? She being supported. How's she doing? Remember, our energy right now, collectively, we're shifting from fire to earth. Fire, very unpredictable, goes all over the place. Earth, very solid. Is she being supported? Catherine, there she is. She's making a lot more decisions behind the scenes, guys. Pruning what needs to be pruned and cultivating what needs to be cultivated. She is doing a great job. But she's doing it behind the scenes very quietly. And I think that I think her and William are making decisions together for the benefit of their family, the royal family, and the survival of the royal family. Can't wait to watch The Crown in 50 years and see what they have to say about this. What about Wilhelm? What about William? Is he being supported or strengthened by this? 10 of Cups. He's a revolutionary king, guys. He is going to be a revolutionary king if he gets there. He's going to make some changes that are not going to be popular on all levels of the culture in the United Kingdom. People that want the monarchy to stay the way it is and stay in tradition are going to be really unhappy with what he's doing. And the people that want to see the monarchy change, he's not going to make enough change. So I do think that he is going to be a transformative king. And I do think that he wants to keep a portion of the monarchy alive, but he understands that it can't exist the way that it is. So tough spot for him to be in. And I think that he is fighting against the tide a little bit here. Fighting a little bit against the tide. So let's go over here, see what's happening. What else do I have here? I think got to the end of my framework. Let's do this. I want to highlight everyone that gave supers We got Carla. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we've got Wifey, Penny D, Sandy writing romance, Sally. We've got Cheeky Havoc up at the top of the leaderboard. Dave Murphy coming in, and Dragonfly, Penny Jonas, Skeeter Deet. Loving my 80s attitude here. Fantastic. You guys are the best. Oh, I got rid of my comments. Let's bring those comments back up. So let's giddy up. Da, 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 da. All right. All right, guys. We're gonna drop that comment down. We've been on an hour and a half, and I am going to be live on the Hypsee app. Does anyone have any last thoughts, questions, suggestions? We have zero trolls in the chat, guys. The troll count is 0. Fantastic. Anything that I need to bring up? Anything. Oh, Humanaki actually had a question. See that. I didn't see all the questions that went through. But they added things onto Instacart. What am I on? StreamYard. I'm not on Instacart, guys. Humanaki. Keep it to the royal family. Dave Murphy, sit tight. Don't go to bed yet. Stay home this time. No, don't stay home. Oh, we don't have to. We don't want to go. Stay home this time. Is there a restraining order on Rachel? Is there a restraining order? Is that why she has not returned? Boom, shakalaka laka, boom, shakalaka laka, boom, shakalaka laka, boom. No, I don't think that there's a restraining order. What I think is that there isn't a welcome mat for her. No welcome mat. So, she's just not going to have the kind of bump, 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 bump fanfare that she wants. The Duchess of Sussex. She's not going to get that. So, she feels that she should be lauded and applauded more. Lauded and applauded. That is going to be the phrase of the weekend. Lauded and applauded. That's what we're going to be saying all weekend. So I will be lauding and applauding my baby boy today as he finishes up his high school career as the most fabulous tenor drum in the Northeast. He is one of the top tenor drums in the Northeast in his circuit. Badass, that kid. Badass. So no, I just think that this is a lot of ego that's going on. And I think she expects to be treated better. Is she allowed in the Windsor suite at the airport anymore? She is. She is still allowed in the Windsor suite, but only as long as she has Henri on her arm, or as long as she's clinging to his arm or his Todger or whatever she's clinging onto today, whatever raft she's hanging on to. So, kids, how was my return live? How is this return live? How did we do? Little feedback from the audience. Other than my craziness with my microphone that I did to myself and the occasional blackout on my camera. Thumbs up. Thank goodness. It's good to be back. It's good to be the king. So it's good to be back, guys. It's good to be back. So format's going to be a little bit different moving forward. We're going to be doing a lot of shorts. I'll have some fun with that. Margie. So I have an opinion about this. I'm going to drop the cards down. I have an opinion about this. I think that they have separate situations. I do think they have separate situations, and I think that there isn't I don't think that they are connecting on the directive anymore. Um, so yes, I do think that there's a little bit of separation. Those of you that are members can go over and look at the remote views that I did on them in the membership only videos. You can go check that out. Because I did a remote view a while ago, and I did identify the island that I think one of the kids was being cared for on. It was up near San Francisco. It was a little kind of hidey house. Just my opinion. It was a remote view that I did. I hear someone in my kitchen. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. I don't know who it is. It may be my baby boy. My ear is itchy. So, Margie, I missed you guys too, but I needed the break. There's a lot of heat going on. There's still a lot of heat going on. The Megxit community is bananas. Um, and a little bit of the Megxit community there. A little I'm giving you guys a shout out. Absolutely. So, yeah, so I do think, I'll tell you this little bit of, Obsidian, this is Otter Spirit is a company that I have an ambassadorship for. I'm wearing some of their bracelets right now, jade and aquatic agate, and this one I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. But I have my jade mini in the middle. So Otter Spirit, you guys can go to the link that's in my about page or in the description of this video, and Fortune 20 gets you 20% off any purchase. Fortune 30 will get you 30% off any purchase of 99 or more. Use the link because it lets them know that I sent you, and I do get a commission for it. So, but this is a little fantastic delight that they said, hey, we've got these spheres going on. Would you like one? And I said, listen, I'm absolutely daft at scrying. I have ADHD. I really can't scry crystal ball gaze. And I said, I think maybe obsidian might be what I need to get it done. And you can see right up there, I do have a crystal ball that has made me bananas. I just can't sit like that. But this has been amazing for scrying and also for my remote views. So I've been holding it when I do the remote views, and it's grounding me enough that the ADHD kind of calms down. So it's pretty cool. So Otter Spirit, highly recommend them. Great. It's intentional jewelry, energetic jewelry. It's going to help raise or lower your vibration, whatever you need to do. Lots of different things. We are going to do a live where I pair you up with different stones and bracelets and earrings and necklaces that they have. So I was supposed to do it last week, but I took the week off. I took this week off until today. And I will get to it. I promise you guys I will do that. They were very excited about it. So we'll get it done. Just life got in the way. Once we get through this last competition, life is cream cheese. So we'll just be in graduation mode. We're just going to be coasting toward graduation. So I will be live on Hypsee in just a few minutes. The link is pinned at the top of this. It is also in my about page. That is for instant live readings with me, one-on-one. You can also book readings on there. Reminder, I'm doing text message readings all day long tomorrow while I am at the last competition. So if you send me a request, super easy. I'm going to text it or WhatsApp the answer back to you. Really easy way to get a reading. And Sunday, I am going to be open all day to make up for my Saturday out of pocket for face-to-face readings. So, guys, I'm out there. Changes to the website are coming. I'm going to have some cool stuff coming out there. So be sure to keep a weather eye on that. I'm going to have a calendar on the website very, very soon. So you could just go to the calendar and go, oh, she's going to be live here. She's going to be live there. She's going to be hanging out here, hanging out there. It'll be really fun. So thank you, everyone, for being patient with me while I took a little bit of a break. I trust me, it was for good reasons. I had a lot of stuff that I had to do. We got a lot of things lined up here at the Von Scuttlebutt household, and we were doing some planning with Greg Toberfest. We were doing lots of cool stuff. So just had to kind of turn the temperature down a little bit. So hopefully we're going to get back and we're going to be cooking with gas as usual. Again, another thing about the text message readings, guys, those are available all the time. So if you need a quick answer, they're available like, I think from like 9 o'clock in the morning until like 10 o'clock at night. Super, super easy. Super, super easy. Cheeky Havoc, my PayPal is in my about page. There should be an active link on my about page. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see my channel. Hang on. Yeah, everything is going really, really slow today. So, oh, yeah, look at that. I'll have to find it. I'll have to find it. Do I have it here? Let me see. Let me see. Everybody's asking for my PayPal link. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm getting it. So it's not a link. Yeah, I don't have a link. Well, you know what? Oh, here we go. Watch this. Boom. There you go. Donation for PayPal. There you go. Oh, cheeky. I got it. I got it. There you go. There's the donation link. That was created not long ago. So, not long ago. There you go. Is it active? It is. There you go. There you go. All right. So we and there's an option to donate with Venmo on that too. So you can do a monthly, yearly, one-time donation. So all kinds of fun stuff on there. Yes, Hawaii 5-0. All right, guys. I'm gonna grab a bite to eat, and then I'm gonna turn on the Hypsee app, and I will see you guys very, very soon. We should be getting back to lives on. Oh, am I frozen again? No, I'm not frozen again. We should be getting back to our regular schedule lives Tuesday, Friday. We should be there next week. But like I said, some of the content pillars are going to change just because like people weren't that interested in them. I'm also going to add in, I think, vertical only streams. So we'll be doing that. And I'm occasionally on other platforms. Some of you have found me on other channels. So, or not on other channels, but on other platforms. So let's take care of some business here. I gotta fix something. Well, one of my mods can do that. So at any rate, we're gonna shut this down, guys. We got one troll in the chat. Goodbye, troll. I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to be in Pennsylvania all day tomorrow. Pennsylvania has some interesting things going on over there. So everybody have a great Friday. Go kick ass. Go have some fun. Go to the dispensary, go to the liquor store, go to the pizza shop, bagel store, whatever you got. And I appreciate everyone. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for the generous donations today. Donations like that keep the channel alive. Again, there's a PayPal link that I just dropped. If any of you don't do the supers, you can go donate to my channel. Fun, fun, fun. Keep me alive. Keep me eating. That way I'll be able to eat all that crappy fast over-the-counter food tomorrow at the competition. Dave, don't worry. We're going to get you back to the United States, and I'm also going to send your prime minister a letter saying that we really should have legalization in Australia. All of a sudden, there's Australian people coming to arrest me. So, all right, kids, I will see you all in the future. Bye for now.